Thank you so much. A very good evening to all of you all, and welcome to the chapter which is called Chronicles of an Area Director. I am sure there are a lot of questions that have arisen in your mind as to what is the session all about. Well, I'm not going to spill the beans further, but it was imperative for us to conduct this session so that you all are aware as to what does this role actually entail about. Like Vivek was expecting a PowerPoint slide, it's nothing of that sort. We have a team of experienced panel who have been an internal fabric of District 98, who will take you through the course of what does it truly entail and what is the actual reality. We always know things by the book, but it's only the experience that truly gives you the true learning. And for that, I have a moderator with me who's currently serving as the District Public Relations Manager. Professionally, he's a data engineer at IDFC Bank and has an experience of Toastmasters for 7 years. And the best I know who's going to moderate this session. Please help us welcome in this virtual space distinguished Toastmaster Akshay Singh to take forward these proceedings.
Actually, it does not need to be my responsibility. I can give that responsibility to someone else.
All right. Taking away the rights to unmute. If you have any queries, question, raise your hand. We shall unmute you then. Thank you, Sanjin. I hope I'm audible, visible, thumbs up, or you can start your camera. All right. Awesome. Happy evening to each and everyone who have joined us on this virtual space. It is often said that what we see is just the tip of the iceberg, and behind every successful area director lies a veil of journey filled with teething problems, moments of clarity, and bold decisions that help them break new grounds. Tonight, we are all ears as we hear from leaders who didn't turn a deaf ear to the call of service, even when it was all Greek to them at the start of their term. These are the individuals who didn't hesitate to bite the bullet, keep their wits, and dedicate themselves wholeheartedly to serving District 98 community. Through their stories, you won't just hear about the role, you will gain the experiential insights into what it truly means to be or serve as an area director. So let us quickly introduce our panelists with a round of applause. A seasoned sales professional with Tata Consulting Services. She is currently serving as the Division B Director, Toastmaster Ashwini Arondkar. Let's welcome her with a round of applause onto the spotlight. Well, most of you might know her, a chartered accountant, Select Distinguished Area Director, and our beloved Eloquence 2025 convener, and the winner of the coveted Toastmaster of the Year award this year, Toastmaster Pragya Maheshwari. Let's welcome her with a round of applause onto the spotlight. He is very well known in Division J, a chemical engineer with 17 years of experience, currently serving as the area director. Let's welcome Toastmaster Balamurugan with a round of applause. All right. I'm going to unmute themselves, ensure that you remain on silence when you're not speaking, since you all have been unmuted. Let's quickly begin our panel discussion on the Chronicles of an Area Director. We'll have a couple of questions. Meanwhile, everyone in the audience is free to drop your questions or anything which you would like to know in the chat as we go through this insightful discussion. Most of us now already know these members, so let's quickly dive into our questions. First of all, let's ask our present area director, Toastmaster Bala. What inspired you to become an area director? Toastmaster Bala, ensure you are always unmute.
Yes.
Over to you.
Hi, moderator. Good evening, everyone. And first question, what inspired me to be an area director? It's always the members. And when I got an opportunity, it was always I look up to my veteran Toastmasters and friends in the Toastmasters and all the members of our club. Friends in Toastmasters and members of our club has supported me to take up this role. Why? I always had the doubt in me. Am I really capable to do this? Am I eligible to serve as an area director? Or am I ready enough at this point of time? How I'm going to manage my professional and personal commitment and Toastmasters an additional responsibility? I always had that doubt. And the veterans Toastmasters and the friends who already served area director, they came and supported me and explained the roles about me. Then the perception will change, and they already, whatever the points they have said in the initial beginning of the year, now I understood why they said that. And the members of our club, they saw something in me. They saw a leader in me, and that all made me to finally I look for this. They all inspired me to take up this area director role.
All right. Thank you, Balam. Well, Bala mentioned about self-doubts. So let us ask Toastmaster Pragya, what was your first I'm responsible moment when you took up the area director's role?
That's a tricky one. Probably I would say the gavel, the pins or something, but that was something I thought of, but the first moment was something very different. So fun time when my first area visit to another club apart from my home club, when I visited the club, I thought I'm like a VIP, everybody's coming, introducing themselves. And all of a sudden, post meeting, the room changed and the conversations changed. People were senior members in the club started talking about their expectations from the area director, their past experiences, some harsh, some good, bad, and kind of experiences. And then they were setting up that we didn't got this, we want this, we want this. And at that very moment, I realized I am something people are looking up to. I am not just a person who is just coming and greeting people. Now I am supposed to be answerable to them. And secondly, there are much more expectations coming up from me. As in when I wear that badge, it's not only about the badge, it's about the expectations coming. At the end, yes, I met the expectations of the club, and happily that senior member was very well impressed. But the journey was the first wow moment of me, or I would say the first moment of me being a leader was that one.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Pragya. We all have heard what inspires a member to serve and when they feel that, yes, they are a leader. But do we know what it takes to prepare for this role? As most of you must have read the email which has been rolled out to nominate yourself. So let's ask Toastmaster Ashwini, how did you prepare for your interview when you served as an area director?
Hello?
Yes, you're audible.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
So what really helped me was being honest about my motivation. So in the first round of interview, when it was more about behavioral understanding, I wasn't trying to impress anyone. I just spoke how Toastmasters have helped me to grow, and I wanted to give back. I also took some time to understand the role of the area director. We have a district leadership handbook. Specifically, I would refer to page number 13, and there are certain subsections which you need to go through, where you would understand that what is all about an area director needs to do. It's not about a title, it's not about a number game, but it's about bringing a good culture in your area, and that's how they support you to become a distinguished area. Because when you walk along with the people, it's how they are going to help you succeed. So that is something which probably would have impressed my panelist, and with a lot of sincerity and clarity, I was able to articulate it well after referring the district leadership handbook. So I would recommend all the applicants, aspiring area directors to go through that. I think that would give a lot of clarity.
Thank you, Ashwini, for highlighting District Leadership Handbook as well as the page number. Well, let's move ahead to Pragya. We all wish to do roles so that we can grow. So, Pragya, what was that surprising skill you picked up by being or serving as an area director?
There are multiple. The most funniest one was I got a fast speeding on WhatsApp chatting. So apart from them, if I would say that you develop a skill called delegation. It's very difficult to trust people. It's very difficult to delegate your work when you are a leader, or even in professional life as well. You always judge whether that person will deliver what is required to be delivered. How should I train that person that the results comes out to be perfect one? So yesterday also I was having a conversation with my friend, and I told him that just because of Toastmasters or the area director experience of mine into leadership, I got this power of trusting people and delegating the work. So I would say that one skill which was a take home for me was that delegation skill and trusting people that you can delegate.
All right. Let's move to Bala. So, Bala, what was your toughest moment as an area director? Directly jumping over there, because now we have learned what we learned. So tell us, what was your toughest moment?
Very good question, Akshay. The first toughest moment I faced in our area J2, there were 4 clubs. All the 4 clubs are unique. One is a corporate club, one is a corporate semi-sponsored club, completely community club. The other one is a community online club. Every club is a unique. The 100% corporate club, the way it came to me, it was very difficult situation. They just had only one meeting in the entire last year. So as an area director, if I accept the loss, okay, this club not going to revive, then I should have accepted and moved on. But I took it as a challenge. There was 18 members were there. I got an opportunity. I remember, I recall that event, like since the club was in operations from 2019, I reached out few members. Few members were very interested during that time. I spoke with them. We recall the good memories of the Toastmaster contest, good olden days. All say no. Wherever I started knocking the doors, everybody said no. Then the club was about to, I think there was no hope, but somehow the Toastmaster spirit has come into the picture and they said that let's do it. So that club got revived and we have conducted 12 meetings for that club. We have conducted 4 contests for that club. And I would say that is one of the biggest challenge, nothing to living club. So that's the challenge I faced last year.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks, Bala. Let's hear a division director's perspective to this particular question. How did you build rapport as an area director with those struggling clubs which do not respond to your messages or very rarely interact with you? How did you build the rapport with them? Over to you, Ashwini.
So I think with this specific question, I would just want to explain a small case study. I think the power of networking helps a lot in Toastmaster fraternity, because there was one club in my area which was not at all responding, which was Deutsche Bank Toastmasters Club. And fortunately, one of our Toastmasters from our community club had joined this organization. And I reached out to her. I in fact requested her to introduce me to the leadership team, and she did introduce to me. She in fact went to each and every desk of those of prospective members to convince them to come and have a look at how a membership at Toastmasters looks like. We conducted multiple membership drives, and that's how the club, which was just 8-member club, was 20-member club in span of 3 months. And the entire change of leadership happened over there. Today it's one of the successful club in current program year. So networking helps a lot, and continuously, if at all, I won't say continuously means you have to keep pushing them, but try to understand their problem, try to understand why are they struggling. In fact, even the smallest of wins, try to appreciate them, because there were a few members who had participated in the contest, area contest, and they were very morally, they were very down. So we kind of celebrated their wins, and we appreciated their effort of coming to the contest on Sundays and, winning a award. So I think that helped them to hold on to me and kind of help me to route it through the right leadership team. So I think, if as I said, if you walk with people together, they would help you to bounce back, and that's how you can enjoy that success of turning around things.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashwini. The 3 R's: request, reach, remind. That is what Ashwini summarized in this answer. Very interesting thought. Let's hear now. We all have heard why we inspire to become an area director, what happens in the first moment, how do you prepare, what are the tough parts. We have taken a roller coaster ride, but there is a lot which happens when you have taken the role. The very first thing is, this goes to Pragya. How do you juggle Toastmasters, your personal life, professional life? That is a question which we would like to hear from you. How do you juggle these things, and how did you do back then?
So Akshay, that's the question I also ask to a couple of Toastmasters every time when I see them working tirelessly for Toastmasters and all. But what worked for me till now is blocking of time slots. That this 10 to 6 is typical office hours. I'll not pick up any calls and all. Morning is my me time, or my time for my upskilling myself, whether professionally, personally, or something. And then evenings are for Toastmasters mostly. And yeah, it's difficult one, but blocking time and letting people know when you are available, because nobody wants to hinder anything. Everybody is very well aware that you all have personal, professional, and a different kinds of life. So just blocking the time and letting people know when you are available, and a text that I'll call you back, and making sure that you'll call back works a lot for me. So this works, and still I'm struggling sometimes or the other, but yeah, multitasking and all those things works for us.
Thank you, Pragya. Let's hear from Bala. So Bala, you said that you revived a club which was almost closing, right? But as a leader, there are a lot of times wherein we have difference of opinions, we get into conflicts, right? So how did you manage them?
Yes. Again, a difficult questions. Okay, there are two kind of conflicts I have faced, and number one, conflict within a club, within XCOM. This XCOM is not working. This XCOM, they are not responding. Conflict between the clubs. Area director is taking too much of time for only the particular club. He is not coming to our club. So there are two kind of conflicts we used to face it. We are all emotionally attached to the clubs, and we are all Toastmasters. We are all human. When I was president, I used to do that all those conflict also. So I, as an area director, I easily understood why this conflicts come as a first place, come in the first place. The only solution I made it was time. Time allowed them to think. When there was, I used to listen. Let's say example, one of the president call and I say, hey, what happened? Why when there is a delay in renewal? Then the president say, these members are not responding. I have been following up so and so. This within a club, there is one conflict has been going on. People lost their interest and all this. I was like another year. I was listening to them patiently. Sometimes not judging anyone, not even jumping into a solution. I was listening to them, what they wanted to. I just listen, observe, and I'll give you the only one solution. So you're all matured enough, and we are all already in XCOM team. This is within our club issue. We can come to an amicable conclusion. We'll wait for some time. Maybe he might be that person, or that individual might be going through the tough phase of life. Let them come back. We will wait for that. So that resolved the internal conflict with the XCOM. The same person after praising that XCOM after some point of time. So that is the within a club as solved. Between the clubs, again, they have seen once they started contributing to the area level. So some members, some club members come out and contributing. Then they saw me, we are treating everyone equally. They also slowly understood. So the only solution I have is time. Conflict of interest definitely will come. Then how to manage is just provide them the time. They will come to know about this.
Thank you, Balam. You all mentioned that members look up to you when you visit the clubs, right? So this question is to Ashwini. How did it felt when you really impacted someone's journey? And they came up to you and said, because of you, Ashwini, this has happened to me. What was your feeling back then?
Yeah. So most of the time, what happens is there is a perception with a lot of club excomers, area directors are only there to come to us when there are time of renewals or when you want additional numbers and you have to achieve, distinguish. But I thought of changing that perspective by encouraging them to be a part of the contest, to be a part of the organizing committee. We gave them a responsibility of leading a team, so at least they feel elated, they feel responsible, and they feel valued. That's how we were able to create value in our area. And that's one way where there were a few members who came to us and said that, Ashwini, I think we were not even deserving this role, and you just trusted us, and you were not even bothered if we would have faltered. Then you always have those the reason why we are here in Toastmasters. I think we all are here to learn, and it's okay if we do mistakes. I mean, you're doing a mistake at area contest, that's fine. I mean, we are there to manage it. So I think that feeling, that confidence which members entrusted on me, kind of made me feel satisfied more than actually running after them to kind of help me with uh, number counts and stuff like that.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashwini, for sharing what all encompasses the role apart from what is mentioned in the district leadership handbook and how we can make our club members feel valued. So let's dive into one more question. Pragya, what is that area director myths which you would like to share and bust them today?
So I would say it's not about area director is not only about area visits, filing reports, and conducting area contest. It's beyond that, and you had the power. In leadership handbook, it's written that area director is the bridge between district leadership and the clubs, and I would say they are the bridge between the opportunities. You as an area director come out of your area, your division, you meet people in district officers training program, the other district officers, you see the opportunities what are lying ahead. So I remember whenever I met when I attended district officers training program and met the fellow area directors, I got to know that there is a area newsletter could be published. There are district public relations office which is having blogs and all those other initiatives as well. And I don't know, there was mentorship. You can ask people to mentor your area people up beyond your division, beyond your area. And they got a power of networking, which we always say in Toastmasters. So you as an area director can bring that networking, that connect to your club or to the members. So that one really helped. And what Ashwini said, now when you build rapport and at the end, the numbers will come. That's what I will say. And when you work for new club leads and ask members to join in, they feel that, oh, how it's being done. They feel, oh, welcome, and got to know the other leadership aspects of. That's how you build leaders as well. And so I believe that one myth is that area director is not about area visits, area report filing, and about area contests. It's powerful opportunity, connecting opportunities to the district and to the members.
Thank you, Pragya. Let's move to Bala. What should future area directors look forward to? Since you're already serving in the role, let our audience know what they should look forward to when they feel inspired like you have been and volunteer for this role.
Yes. This question is a continuation of what Pragya has said. Area director role is a bridge between the district and the members, clubs. So when we are a member, a simple member, we will be having a lot of questions. Why they are collecting the money? where it is going, how it is coming back, how a leadership works, why someone is interested as an area director and division director, what are the responsibility of them, why we need to have a district trio and overall take care of the education goals. Lot of questions will be there as a member. And once you become a club excom team, slightly we get the kind of a clarity we get once we become the club excom team. But once you become the area director, you are a part of the district committee, you are a district officer, you will be named as a district officer, you will be responsible, and you will come to know how this beautiful organization for the past 100 years, this Toastmaster organization, how it has worked, the money you are paying, in what form it is coming back to you, the membership amount we are paying, how much we are getting back, where it is the expenses are spent, and how we are focusing on who are all the person working behind for the beautiful contest slides and for the TLTP training. And when you wanted to organize for an annual conference like eloquence, what are all the effect has been put in, how a area director from the other areas are also working in, your perception will definitely change. When I was a club president, I was very selfish. I used to think only about my club, I don't care about the other club. Yes, it was true, I was like that. Wherever we go, yes, yeah, doyens, I'm belong to the doyens. So that kind of pride. When I become an area director, now I have 4 babies, all the 4 club, and my club is from the other area. So now I have the 5 clubs. I never let in the past 1 year, I never let any member of this club feel down. And I forgot how I was the last year. The entire last year, now it seems like a past. And now I valid everyone's time. Now I understood the difficulties of the other 4 clubs and understood the bigger picture of this area director. So if you are looking for the area director role, your perception will change. You will start seeing from the bird eye view and you will behave in a much matured way. So that is what this role brings.
Thanks, Bala. And so everyone knows that Toastmasters tagline is where leaders are made. And we begin by taking up roles in the club as common roles, as we say, timer, account gentleman. All these roles helps us lead that segment. That's the first step of leadership. Then next members move to club officers. These roles are for that meeting. Club officers maybe for 6 months or 1 year. The area director role is almost for a year long, wherein we're not just interacting with one club, but as Bala said, 4 to 5 clubs. So this question is to each and every one of you in the panel. How does it feel after 6 months? How do you bring back that energy which you had in the first day after you got to know that you have been selected as an area director? Let's start with Ashwini.
So, first 6 months is more about understanding the process, knowing how to sail through this dual responsibility of work and the role of area director, which is largely a pre bono. But then when you have started reaching out to your club excoms and understanding how the health is and start understanding their problems, you have also start thinking on how do I bring up this club to a level. I think they also feel part of their family because as Bala said, and they become babies to you. So as for my area as well, I had 4 clubs and they were all my babies and they used to kind of look up to me and ask, can you help me in XYZ activity, or there are certain things which we are wanting to do, can you help us to get some resources. So then again networking helped me. So after 6 months I felt responsible. I was not able to take up the difficult conversation. So at work, in a leadership role or someone who are aspiring to become a leader, it's very important to take up difficult conversation. So as an area director, it taught me in a span of 6 months as to how do I pick up those difficult conversations and how do I make my leadership team understand that certain things would work and certain things wouldn't work. So again, I was a bridge. I was able to explain the state of what a leadership is expecting and get things done from them, and then probably tell the leaders as to what is the problem at the club level and help them to resolve it. So it is more of a balancing act, is what I realized after 6 months, and later on I started enjoying it a lot.
All right. Thanks, Ashwini, for sharing that. You first 6 months are spent in understanding the process and the responsibilities. And the next 6 months goes into actually building the bond as well as lifting up the members. So let's hear from Bala. Let's add more context to this particular question. How do you feel at the 6th month as compared to the first day when you got appointed? Let's hear your thoughts.
Actually, the first 3 months, I didn't even really understand what is the area director role and what to do and what not to do. It was kind of a hype, like wherever you go, people used to call me area director has come, area director has reached. Can I talk to area director? And everywhere you go, it is kind of a, like I was in a celebrity in the field. The first 3 months, then I didn't understand that what are the exact roles of an area director. Just pass on the messages. And I thought that, okay, I create a WhatsApp group. When I put the message in the WhatsApp group, everybody, the entire world is looking after me. So when I share some messages, everybody will look into it and see. Then slowly I realized that club also has an issue. So even they have to resolve that internal club issue as well as I am giving them the additional burden. Then I started interacting with them personally. Then I started talking to them over the call for the if membership is not renewing, and not like just the third person asking that what is happening, just trying to understand the perception and how can I support. I would say that one example, like we have a treasurer who can do for my own club. It's a corporate club who send the bills for and get the approval. The same treasurer we utilize them, and with this help, we have helped the other 3 clubs to help for the payment because they don't know how to do that process. Because of that conversation, help them to easily sail through that. And after the 6th month, exactly the right point you have asked, then I suddenly realized I was looking and focusing on how to revive the existing club. The first 6 months I brought the energy. Now the existing club has been running, and I got one additional role to start a new club. So I never tried or worked much on that front. Then I suddenly realized, yes, this is the time. Why not let me work on that? Then it has started from that point. Now that demo meeting we have conducted and pre-charter meeting is going on. As a like when I understand what is the area director role completely, then 1 year is gone. I would say that this 1 year journey is really very interesting. Like we have the 4 contests we had, and the energy of our members have seen. Then at the end of this year, when I see so many members you have done a fantastic job this year. That has been my reward for this entire year. So I think.
Thanks, Bala. So as an area director, you really first figure out in initial months what you need to do. And the most important thing when you realize after 6 months, you feel like let's do a lot more things. So I believe as Bala rightly said, right? It's the year has passed on. It's best if we connect with our past leaders, get an insight as to what we need to do, and then start our journey. Well, let's hear from Pragya. What else she would like to add to this particular question?
So mine was a very different kind of experience. And the 6th month was my best month of my area tenure, because at that moment I got what you said, a past member experience of past senior leaders. So I was struggling hard initially because everybody's coming with expectations, and I was not able to understand. I was just what Bala said, putting up the messages, sharing things. Okay, do this, do that, instead of understanding what's going ahead. Yeah, I was having every month area council meetings, and every month I was interacting with club officers and everyone. But at the end, I was not able to understand why things are not coming up out loud. So at the 6th month, I got a call from a past senior member of this area particularly. He understood my clubs and everything, and he spoke to me everything, and then he said, okay, Pragya, that's fine, but why you are not able to solve these issues? I spoke to him about all those issues, and then he gave me 3 or 4 kind of advices, which really works, that made me a leader. So probably asking right question at right time helps you a lot. So that helped me in my 6th month specifically. So my 6th month of my area tenure was the best month. I was getting results out of all those things. So I believe that talking to people, when you step in, you start trying different things. So in Toastmasters, as Bala also said and Ashwini also mentioned, it's a long organization. It's been a 100-year-old organization. People have tried a lot of things. So if you take their advices, what works, what didn't, so probably you get a 2-minute Maggie noodle to satisfy your what do we say, hungriness, a desire. So that helped me, and that gave me a space that, okay, this has been tried, now what else I can try. So that worked for me. So that I believe taking expert advice works.
Thanks, Pragya, for sharing that. One should always reach out and ask the right questions. So let's have this question. I've heard most of the time members saying, and leaders particularly saying, that area directors are consultants, area directors are coaches, area directors are the liaisons between the club and the district. So as per you, among these three ones, consultant, liaison, and coach, what is the word which you resonate the area director role with? So let's start with Bala first.
Yes. Consultant, coach, and the third one is?
Liaison between the clubs and the district. So which one fits the role which you are currently serving as?
Actually, the exact word is it's a service leadership. For the area director role is exactly the service. Nothing, even no authoritative, and it is a most of a service. Like we serve members to get there wherever they stuck. We serve them to get themselves better. We serve them to conduct a contest so that they come and openly participate with the full heart. And area director role is the value of service. By doing service, you also get improved. Example, one very quick thought I am getting right now. One of our club, they said that they forgot to. It's not about no formal invitation at all. They suddenly said that, okay, we have arranged the open house and we need you to address for 5 minutes. And I'm getting this information 15-20 minutes just before that when I'm going to address it. Thanks to all the AI apps, and I already had the preconceived notions, like as a leader, how I need to be ready, and whenever there is an opportunity like this, I should not let our members do, okay, I'm not coming or I'm not doing this. I went there and I spoke for the 5 minutes, and everybody appreciated it. And I also said thanks to ChatGPT and all this stuff. It was a very motivational, and the opportunity we got as a here you can see that the challenge we have converted into the opportunity and the service leadership, and that is also coming into the picture. If you put these two words in the question we have asked, whether it comes in a coach or the liaison between the thing, so wherever it fit in, this is the actual reason of area director.
Thanks, Bala, for highlighting that for you it was a service role wherein you could serve to create opportunities for members. Well, let's hear from Pragya. Among the three words, any of the choices which you feel or something else altogether?
So I would feel that consultant would go well, because so two of my clubs were college clubs. So probably I was a senior person going there, and they were looking up to me that I had some magic wand, I'll solve all their problems, whether it's their regular problems into the club and all those things. But yeah, ideally area directors are not supposed to enter into club conflicts. So yeah, but kind of consultant for them. So it was like an elder sister or something like that. And for the other club, I was like, yeah, kind of consultant. You give them advices, whether it works. So consultants, the basic role of a consultant is they give advices. Whether you follow or you not follow, it's on to you. So you keep going to them, they'll keep giving you advices. So whether it works or not, so based on their experience and all those things. So I think that consultant would justify needed in this role.
Thanks, Pragya. So as a consultant, you are always available to the clubs to listen to them and share them what they can do based on your experiences interacting with other leaders. Very nice. Let's hear from Ashwini. What are your thoughts among the three words? Which one do you relate to?
So, with the kind of structure, your area is constitute of a combination of college club, corporate, and a community club. I think I see the role of area director to perfectly fit into the role of liaison officer, where you actually understand the problems, but you really don't get involved in their respective club problems. You provide a solution. So you are acting as a consultant, but not a consultant who is actually going in depth and solving the problem. It's like, just to put things very simply, is someone like a chair committee, an external affair minister, coming and representing his country and telling that why things are good or why things are going bad, and telling how things can be improved. So probably I would see that reasoning is very important aspect of area director role, because it is more on understanding how an area is functioning and how to bring an area to a level of becoming a distinguished, or ensuring that they get a better experience in terms of contest and trainings, etc. So
Thanks,
ultimately
thanks,
to make
Ashwini.
your, yeah.
Yeah, so Ashwini said liaison. That's true. You understand the problem, you let them know about the solution, or you nudge them, let them take the leap of faith and let them explore, because everyone at Toastmasters is here to explore, learn, and grow. Well, let's open the floor to our audiences in the room. You can drop in the questions. I'll be able to take 3 questions from the audience. So let's drop into everyone in the chat, and whichever question gets the maximum reactions in the next 5 minutes, those are the ones I will pick. So let's drop it in the chat. Meanwhile, I have a few other things to ask our panelists. So quickly, we'll do a rapid fire. Meanwhile, audiences are mentioning their response or questions in the chat. So Bala,
Yes.
one word answer, nothing more.
Yes.
One club visit you will never forget. Quickly,
RG Orators Toastmaster Club.
why? One word.
I'm the only male in the entire female community. They treated me like they celebrated my birthday with a cake and whatnot. They welcomed me with a bouquet as a greeting card. You know, you will feel like a celebrity here.
Thanks, thanks. One trait or quality which every area director should have.
Me? You're asking?
Yes, yes, Bala. All these questions are to you.
Yeah.
3 questions.
Okay. It's a service leadership. You have to be patient and service leadership and be calm. Many times we may think that why this question is coming to us. Just listen to them and patiently listening. Patience and service leadership.
All right. Since you have already served and serving as the area director, right? Do you feel that any other Toastmaster role you love the most? Which one would that be? Or is it area director?
Definitely the till now, as I experienced hands-on experience, area director is the best of all the roles I have served. Next to area director is the most powerful role is a president. And of course, that's a president. Then area director is like little bit more than that.
So thanks. I would encourage the audience members to react to our questions in the chat so that I can pick the one which most of you wish to know the answers from our leaders. Let's ask Ashwini quickly, one word responses. One challenge you are proud of overcoming. Ashwini? Let's see.
Community.
Yes. Opening. Ashwini, your network is not strong.
She is asking to you repeat it.
Yes. Ashwini, you are able to hear me now?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. Can you say what was that one challenge you're proud of overcoming?
Chartering a community club.
All right. One word to describe your club support strategy.
Patience.
Okay. A
Trust.
common point mentioned by Bala and Ashwini both. One word, Ashwini, as a division director, you would use to recruit the next area director. What would that one word be?
Poised.
All right. Thank you. Let's move to Pragya. Pragya, one word for your entire area director term.
Fantastic.
All right. One word that defines Toastmasters for you.
Community. Power of community.
Awesome. One person whom you will always remember who supported you in the area director role.
That's a tricky one. There are lots, I would say, Toastmasters.
Awesome. Tricky question, tricky response. Well done. I see a couple of questions, and the ones which have received the majority is this. As an area director, how do you draw the line in terms of setting realistic goals without going overboard? Risk taking on too much in the name of service. I saw Ashwini raise her hand. Let's hear from Ashwini.
Yeah, so when you on the first day when you take up the oath and take up the roles and responsibilities of area director, it looks like a full-time job. But what I would recommend over here is we need to draw a line between our work work-life balance. Obviously, we also have a personal life. So what I would recommend over here is ensure that your club meets the basic goals of becoming a distinguished. Ensure that corporate clubs at least achieve 5 DCP points and done, because then you don't force them because it becomes too much of a work in your plate. Automatically, your community clubs are going to become president distinguished because they're highly motivated. So what you need to do is you need to focus on your corporate clubs to achieve the basic goals. That's it. Don't push them for any additional awards unless they are interested. But if they're interested, do motivate them. So you need to find out the right person who can drive those awards in their organization. So it is as simple as that.
Thank
So
you. Thank
let's
you,
not put a lot of
Ashwini.
pressure in terms of, oh my God, I have to do a lot of things.
All right. So a food for thought for everyone who's going to serve. Remember to understand your clubs and aim what's the minimum excellence which they can achieve, targeting the district mission. Let's have the another question to Bala. I saw Bala raising his hand. As an area director, if the clubs under your care are struggling and the club officers or members appear either disinterested or too time constrained to actively work on improving the club quality, and there is no one within the club who is willing to take that responsibility, making it very difficult for you to fulfill your mandate as an area director. How would you handle this situation?
I have handled one situation like that. Actually, I was lucky. I would say that yes, definitely the situation is really tough to handle. Whomsoever asked that question, that's a right and realistic question. And in a world, if you don't try, you will never going to win. If you don't try, if you never try, you are not going to win. But if you try, your probability of winning has become 50%. If you try more and more, your probability of winning will increase. So that is what I have done with the RLJMD Speakers Toastmaster Club. I have tried, I started speaking. Out of 18 members, I personally approached one president and I have said that, okay, you are the right person to handle this. He felt very happy. Someone has kept the trust on me. So from that, he picked up the club and started motivating the other members to come and do it. In that case, since it is a corporate club, I got the link. I can understand for a community and other problem. You will be having your own problem. The challenge, the question you have asked, it is going to be a real life example and you are going to try and solve this puzzle on your own. There is no out question paper is there, or there is no already prescribed, okay, if you follow this ABC, you will be solved. This is the challenge of an area director you are going to provide. Toastmasters always provide an opportunity. If you consider this opportunity, this challenge will become your opportunity. That's what you have to think.
Awesome, awesome, Bala. You highlighted one crucial point, that opportunity is what Toastmasters provide. Try out, may the solution waver or not, but you must try. Remember, all the members in the audience, try and keep trying your ideas as well as solutions. Let's hear the another question to Pragya. What is that one mistake which you made as an area director that has taught you the most?
Not saying the bitter truths, just listening to them and thinking, yeah, things will work, and just at the end of the day, till when you will be avoid to tell the truth. So at the end, I spoke the truth to the member that this is what exactly going wrong and this is what you are not working. So that was my home club itself, and I talked to the president, who was my friend, that honestly, you didn't learn, you wasted your 6 months, there is no improvement in you and your leadership. That was a bitter conversation. She hanged up the call. Next 2 weeks she didn't talk to me, and she added 6 members in the club. So that's what happened, and that's what my realization was. At the end, you are a leader and you have to tell the truth. So this works. So that was that I delayed it, but at the end you have to speak up. So rather than delay.
Thanks, Pragya, for highlighting that as a leader, you should speak the bitter truth. You have to have those difficult conversations because these conversations may help the members take that leap of faith and explore the opportunities. Very well said. And I saw a lot of questions in the chat. Since due to paucity of time, we would not be able to take it, but you have seen our area directors on the spotlight. You can reach out to them. A last final question to everyone. You can answer this in 60 seconds since we have last 5 minutes left. As an area director, or you can say by serving as an area director, this question is to all three of you. How did it shape you as a communicator, as a leader, and changed you personally? Three different parts: as a communicator, as a leader, and change you personally. So who would like to take the communicator bit? All right, Bala, go ahead.
I would love
60
to.
seconds.
Yes, I would love to speak. That was even the Toastmaster I joined. One of the reason was contest, but I was missing the contest as area director role because area director was not supposed to participate. However, all the area director addressed in all the contest, all the club area director report in every club meeting. I used to address this and surprise elements. And wherever you go, people see you as like how you have been watched and people have been noticing you. So that has improved a lot as a communicator. I started communicating in a slow. I was like previously I used to speak very fast in a hurry. I wanted to complete the statement, but now I'm going a little bit slow. I'm still learning, but I'm comparatively slow. So that's what I understand.
Thanks, Bala. So communicate with pace, slowly. Let's as a leader, how have you changed? Ashwin, go ahead.
So at Toastmasters, with the role of area director, it is one of the most fulfilling role because here you just don't grow as a leader, but you become more uh, what I would say. You start understanding the person's the other person on the other side. Understand what are their challenges, how you're navigating through the challenges, and as I said, you learn to work with your team, which is a most needed skills in today's scenario where you would see a lot of depression. People are undergoing a lot of depression. They're working under pressure because appraisals are based on how you please your manager well. But I think this perspective can be changed with the way we work as an area director, and certain aspects of experience can be implemented where you give a feedback with a lot of patience, and you collaborate with cross-functional team. You get work done with understanding their problem, understanding their area of interest, and it has a lot of efforts, but obviously you grow. You walk away with a lot of stories, inspiring stories, with which you can inspire a lot of larger audience and a lot of skills you will use for life. So I think that is how you become a leader at your workplace as well as wherever you're leading, at your home front or at your at Toastmasters. Yeah.
Thanks, Ashwini. As you rightly said, understanding perspectives, learning different skills, donning different skills hack. That is what helps you transform into a leader. Let's hear from Pragya, the final thought, how this role has changed you personally.
It showed me the power of community and seeking help. You can ask help. People are ready to help. Trusting people and seeking help. So that was the one thing that I started believing. During my AD tenure, when I started sharing my problems with people and getting ideas and then coming back and implementing and getting the results, that time I realized that yes, that's good. You can speak up, let people know what problems you are facing. Uh, so that's open up. What I would say, opening up with your problems, letting people know what you're facing, you will find the solution. So what we say, tell to the universe will heal. So it's not universe, it's the members, it's the individuals. So that helped me and changed me in personal life as well.
Thank you, Pragya, for sharing that, the power of community and always seeking help. Well, since we are on time, there has been a request for one more question by 3 different members, one to one. So let's hear this question. Since we have some time, we can extend. I believe there are a lot of members. So let's hear this question. The question is that as an area director, you have been someone who has been a president, distinguished club president, who have ensured that they whenever contested in a contest or speech contest, they have won. But as an area director, they have found a very difficult area, and different area director recognitions are something which they're not able to achieve. What would be your words to them, to such a leader? Let's hear 30 seconds, each of you. As soon as I show a thumbs up, you have to stop. So let's start quickly with Bala.
Yeah, always the same answer for this question. It is an opportunity. Like we will not be winning every game in our life. This is also tell us the very important lesson that how to handle your failures. You may be thinking you are very good personally, you can do the 100 jobs in the 15 minutes of time, that you can do, but how we are working as a team, how your team function, there may be a failures. It also help us to how to react during those failures. So that is what it helps.
Thank you. Let's hear from Pragya.
So I would say if from 1st July to 30th June, if you believe you have tried, then you have won, whether you won the title or not. So it's, if you are satisfied with what you have done, then you have done it. And I remember when I faced this line issue, I received a message from one of the member that I see something in you and I don't know what it is. And when I became a select distinguished area director, that member texted me again, I see something in you and I know what it is. So it's select distinguished area director. So let's just keep trying, believe in yourself, and it will work.
Thank you. Let's hear from Ashwini.
So for me, becoming a president distinguished or a select distinguished is not a measuring scale to define success. If at all I don't become a one of the distinguished area directors, I would still count my success on how many people I've inspired, how many people I've given comforted them, how many people I've encouraged to participate in various district-led events, how many people I've empowered to take up the next leadership role. So for me, it's all about learning, learning, and learning. And as I said, even if you fail, you're still learning. So it's okay. You're not becoming a distinguished area director, but just remember those good times when you had inspired one of your member to take up a contest chair role and you've trained him. He feels so elated. He probably was not talking on the stage, but you've helped him to, speak on the stage flawlessly and with a lot of confidence. So that is a success for you. So that is how I would count success instead of counting on these parameters.
Thank you. Thank you, our esteemed panelists and leaders of District 98, Toastmaster Ashwini, Pragya, Bala. Let's have a round of applause for them as they have shared their experiences way beyond what is mentioned in the District Leadership Handbook. And this, I believe, should be a nudge to all of us to volunteer for the roles. If you have not seen the nomination form, do go and see it in your inbox. Reach out to your fellow area directors or district leaders and understand more. With this, we shall conclude. But before concluding, let us all take a group picture. First, we'll have a group picture with all the panelists, and then we'll have a group picture with everyone. The district PR manager is in action. So ensure you have the broadest of your smiles. And some reaction, the panelists. Awesome. All right, we'll remove everyone from the spotlight so that we can have a group picture with every member. There are 50 members in the room. Let's ensure that there are 50 videos which are on. No matter where you are, how you are, smile is the best thing which can be on the camera. So switch on your videos. Even if you are in an area which is dark, don't worry, I will ensure that there is light when the picture gets released. So switch on your videos, reactions. All right, 3, 2, 1. Just a moment. Thank you, everyone. And with this, I express gratitude to our panelists, Pragya, Ashwini, Bala, and hand it over to our club group director, distinguished Toastmaster, Sanjan Shetty. Over to you, Sanjan.
Thank you so much, Akshay. The representation of the panelists across geographies, we wanted everyone to get an exposure. District 98 is a district which is having diverse cultures, from Mumbai to Gujarat to Madhya Pradesh and to Rajasthan. Every geography has its own challenges, and hearing the perspectives from Ashwini from Bombay, Bala from Gujarat, and Pragya from Rajasthan. I'm sure their experiences were very realistic, and I hope it gives you all an insight as to what is actually an area director. I hope to see a lot of applicants and looking forward to welcoming all the aspirants in the program year of 2025 to 26. With this, we conclude the session and thank you so much for making time to attend it. That shows your sheer diligence. And now we put the meeting to close.